G'day everybody and welcome back to my channel. So today I was just tidying up because I've got all these books. I'll just show you. I've got, well, not that. I've got all these just random books, you know, bits of scrap paper that's pretty much empty. It's just random circuit diagrams of stuff that I've recently mocked up. Oh, that was when I was making up a PCB. Formulas and notes from just all random things, which is where I want to get to. Notes I've taken from motors that I built, three-phase motor control that's in my scooter, the modifications I made to it. So anyway, I was just going through all of this random stuff. The hub motor, because I rewound the windings in the hub motor and changed the magnets, as you can see. Maths note, because as you all know, my maths is shit. These are things I commonly forget, so I've just taken notes to it. Yeah, I know my writing's shit. Anyway, when I was learning basic constant currents circuits and crap like that, I took notes of that. Anyway, I was going through this and seeing what I could throw out because I want to tidy all this up. Like a lot of this stuff's quite old. I basically wanted to take my flyback math and SMPS math, my stuff that I've noted down for builds that I've done, so that if I want to replicate that build in the future, I can do it. And basically get rid of everything else. And I noticed this, and it's got me thinking about the transistor video I did, because I've actually, well, I made two errors in that video. I wrote reverse cutoff instead of reverse active, so I remade this segment here, and I had that to show everyone how it works. And that's how you model it as a diode, but I drew something wrong, kind of wrong here. Let me explain. So, what actually happens with the electrons is they don't actually flow from the collector all the way out the base. They actually, I shouldn't have drawn these arrows going all the way down the base pin, is basically what I'm getting at. I should have actually drawn the base junction a bit wider like this, and sort of, let me just grab a small pen or a pencil. I should have drawn the arrows kind of pointing off the base junction and going back out the wire, if that makes sense. And the same here, like they should have gone like that. I hope that makes sense. Because what happens is your electrons basically come in, sit here, and then when this junction gets turned on, they keep flowing from collector to emitter, and your current that you're biasing the transistor on with goes from collector to emitter. Where this gets confusing is there's two ways of drawing this, where you've got the arrows going all the way down the leg, and that's when you're trying to think about what pin has got a higher voltage potential than the other pin. For example, if you're trying to drive it into saturation, this needs to be as high or higher than this, for example. If you drive it base to emitter, you're going to have a 0.6 volt drop across here. Wait, let me think about that for a minute. No, you can drive it into saturation like that, can't you? No, you can't, because, yeah, you got a 0.6 volt drop. I'm getting tired. Anyway, the point of this video was the charge carrier, the electrons basically hit this junction here and then come out the emitter. They don't actually go down this pin. If you put current in here and measure it here, you won't see it. And when you test it with a multimeter, it's going to test like this. As I mentioned in that video about how transistors work, that it'll test like this, but I had also said, I was looking at my arrows and I was saying to measure from collector to base and from base to emitter. No, it's going to be, you're going to leave your positive lead on the base and tap the negative to your emitter and your collector to get these two beeps, you know, and the reverse for this, you know. You're going to have your negative lead on here and tap positive here and tap positive there and go beep, beep to measure the two junctions. So yeah, I just wanted to make a little update to that video because I don't want to confuse anyone that's trying to learn electronics just because I said something silly. So I thought I'd just make a little update to that. Again, the charge comes in, bounces off the base and goes out the emitter when there's current flowing from the base to emitter, but it's not actually going to flow out the base from the collector. Alright, I hope that makes sense and I can now throw this in the bin and continue tidying up. But yeah, I just wanted to go over that. Alright, thanks for watching and I'll see you all in the next video.